Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, just when you thought NBA coverage at this dump of a network could not be any more incompetent. I know ESPN viewers are celebrating right now because Stephen A. Smith is on vacation. I think Stevie is out until the second week of July. And I know people are happy because they're burnt out on Stephen A. Smith. But please bring him back. Or at minimum, ESPN, get Captain Doofus Peter Rosenberg off my TV. KC, who in the hell is Peter Beater? If he was more high profile, Petey would be nominated every year for the Huge Embarrassing Failure Awards. Pete is partially responsible for the destruction, the decline of Hot 97 in New York City. For decades, Hot 97 was the biggest radio station in the city. At one time, it was popular across the country. But Petey and his good friend Ebro, they have damn near destroyed it. You don't have to take my word for it. Go look at the views on Hot 97's YouTube channel. Rosie Pete also has a side gig as a WWE analyst. What the hell's a WWE analyst? Dude, I couldn't tell you. I guess it's grown men who watch very closely as other grown men wrestle around with each other while not wearing shirts. I guess they break down and analyze the worked punches and orchestrated moves. Did you see that suplex? That was amazing! Did you hear the impact of that slap? Oh, if I could be a hair on that chest so I could experience the feel of John Cena's masculine hands. I did some research into Peter Rosenberg. Since he's described as a WWE analyst, I assumed that at one point he was a performer. Hell, maybe in his wrestling days he went by the stage name Peter Beater. Unsurprisingly, I could not find any record of Peter Rosenberg being an actual wrestler, so I'm struggling to understand how he's qualified to analyze something that he never actively participated in. What I'm not surprised by is ESPN referring to Petey as an analyst. This is the same network that claims Mina Kimes is an NFL analyst. ESPN is the proud home of Pretend Analyst. Yesterday morning, Pretend Analyst Pete was on First Take. With Stevie on vacation, I guess ESPN wanted to replace him with someone else who has no idea what the hell they're talking about. Initially, I thought Pretend Analyst Pete was there to provide uninformed analysis on the WWE. Perhaps he was going to analyze Hulk Hogan promos and tell kids to say their prayers and eat their vitamins. Guys, I'm really bothered by this promo. Telling kids to take supplements can be very dangerous. Instead, Peter Rosenberg was there to provide uninformed analysis on the NBA, something else that he's never participated in. And within seconds, Pete proved why he has absolutely no business being on my TV. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. Over the last few days, I have seen a lot of breakdowns on the NBA draft, and a lot of these breakdowns have been excellent, very good. Rachel Nichols has been excellent. The Pelicans have been universally criticized for their incompetence, which is something that doesn't surprise Pelicans fans because we've been complaining about the incompetence in this organization for years. I've also seen a lot of people in the mainstream media claim that the Mavs are instant contenders. But what some of the national media seem to be forgetting, Kyrie Irving is likely to miss most of next season, but that's fine. That's fine. At least their analysis is dealing with actual basketball. Can't say the same for ESPN. No. According to Peter Rosenberg, this is not about basketball. This is about white privilege. Watch for yourself.
We're all adults. We can have a real life conversation, right?
Let's do it.
Last time I checked, we still live in America. Cooper Flagg is a white guy, maybe the best white American prospect since Larry Bird, right? Let's not act as if we don't live in America and we're not seeing what's happening with Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. Cooper Flagg is going to be an instant impact player in the NBA. If he's nearly as good as people expect, I think when it comes to intrigue, actual intrigue that people are talking about day to day, no one's going to be more intriguing, get more eyeballs than what Cooper Flagg's doing in Dallas.
What an asshole. Why is this dude on my TV? What is this real life conversation that Peter Rosenberg is referring to? We're all adults here. We can have real conversations. Let's talk about the fact that Cooper Flagg is white. Thank you for that expert analysis. Thank you for the inside information. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't know that Cooper Flagg is white. Cooper Flagg being intriguing has nothing to do with white privilege. Last I checked, Zion Williamson was intriguing. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, they were all intriguing. It wasn't because they were black. It was because they were special. They were unique. I am so sick of this narrative that anytime a white player dominates basketball, it's because of their privilege. Happens in the WNBA with Caitlin Clark. And the primary pusher of this false narrative is ESPN. There are other white players in the WNBA dump. Sabrina Ionescu, Paige Beckers, Breanna Stewart, Kelsey Plum. How come their white privilege didn't elevate them to Caitlin Clark's status? TJ McConnell is a white dude. I doubt most people even knew who he was before the NBA Finals. This is the main problem at the worldwide leader in woke. This is the biggest problem at ESPN. This once great network continues to feature people who aren't qualified. ESPN continues to feature people who have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Then they wonder why people criticize their coverage. The only thing Peter Rosenberg is qualifying to do is get off my TV. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.